We've talked on the YouTube channel about Infamous and this franchise, past, present, and what could very well be the future of it in the future. And I want to talk in this segment of the show about Infamous 4 and this franchise, like I said, moving forward, guys, and everything that we know so far, even though it's very early and the speculation is starting to ramp up and the early, rumblings that this game is in production, we can certainly speculate, we can certainly talk about it, and I would certainly love to have a real conversation with all of you guys in the comment section down below about it. So let's get into it. So in an article, guys, written by Michael Herodens of PSU, Sucker Punch renews Infamous domain and a new PS5 game is in development. So development Sucker Punch Productions has renewed the InfamousTheGame.com domain, possibly hinting that a new entry in the franchise is being considered. Could it be a PS5 port of Infamous Second Son or something new entirely? Infamous domain getting renewed by Sucker Punch, guys. These guys obviously are the ones who worked and are working consistently on Ghost of Tsushima. Sucker Punch has been busy the past 4 years or so working on Ghost of Tsushima, which finally launches for the PS4, which obviously it did, guys, and got great reviews. What can these guys achieve, though, for the PS5? And a new Infamous game seems like a solid bet for its next project. Roberto Serrano tweeted out saying, "Wake up, InfamousTheGame.com domain renewed by Sucker Punch. After Ghost of Tsushima, the team will have focus on a new project, maybe a new Infamous game for PS5. It's so soon to talk about it," which is very true. It's very soon to talk about it, guys. But here's the deal. Ghost of Tsushima comes out, but this game was renewed before Ghost of Tsushima even came out. So what that's telling you is they're looking at potentially making a new Infamous game. Now, I've stated many times, guys, I really love the Infamous titles overall. The first one was really good. I thought it was the best one. I'll say, as a comparison with Infamous, it reminds me of Prototype. I really liked Prototype more than Infamous, but I think that there's a lot of possibility with Infamous as well as a game like Prototype. Prototype doesn't look like it's going to get a continuation, even though I think it should. Infamous is another title that we haven't seen for quite some time. Like, having a continuation, I think we need to see a continuation, to say the least. I mean, not saying that Ghost of Tsushima wasn't good, because I thought it was great, but I would like to see Sucker Punch kind of come back. It's been a number of years. I think they could have some fresh ideas and really breathe new life into this title. This ties in neatly with news that Sucker Punch is currently hiring for what we assume to be its next project, although there's no clue as to what that might be yet. Sucker Punch made a name for itself working on the Sly Cooper franchise and later moved to Infamous in the PS3 era. The studio was purchased back by Sony back in August of 2011, so it's doubtful that the format holder would want one of its most prolific series to be put on ice for much longer. And I agree 100% with that, guys. I mean, like, why would you, as a developer or as a publisher, why would you, knowing that Sucker Punch owns this IP, why would you want them just to sit on it? At least bring like some kind of remaster or something into the fray. But I would say make a new Infamous title with the announcement of a remaster where both games are like coming out kind of near each other, so that you got people that are going to obviously want to kind of rehash what they, kind of the past of what happened in Infamous, be able to play it, and then obviously get them ready for the upcoming, future of the Infamous title, that being Infamous 4. Obviously, we don't know anything about Infamous 4 at this point, because obviously it's not, it's obviously not here yet. It hasn't even been announced at this point in time. But them renewing the domain does tell you something, that there is a possibility that they're working on something behind the scenes regarding Infamous. And we as a community, guys, once again, we've got to voice our opinion to the developers, to Sony, stating that we want another Infamous game made. Where is Infamous 4, guys? I think it could very well, at this point in time, be in development. Even if it's in the early stages of development, there is definitely a possibility that this game could be getting made at this very moment. The moment that we're speaking right now, guys, it could be getting worked on. But if it's not, we as a community need to come together and we need to voice our opinion to none other than Sucker Punch and Sony and state, look, we want another Infamous game. Ghost of Tsushima is great. I would love to see a continuation of that at some point or another. But come back to Sucker Punch. We saw the graphics from Ghost of Tsushima and how great it was, and the story and all of that. Come back to Infamous. Let's see what they could do here, making Infamous 4 on none other than the PS5. It could be something pretty special, guys. Let me know, though, in the comment section down below. Where do you think Infamous 4 is? Do you think we'll ever get it? Do you think it's just going to be in a limbo state, a state of no return? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Infamous 4 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.